All right. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. You're a beautiful new earth and welcome to continue our series here of the Ascending Being Healing. All right, so we'll be working with the Akashic Enlightenment field and the Aqualorian Crystalline Light Healing to align us with wealth and prosperity. So unlike the first session, which can be more open intention, like for highest and best, as well as allowing it to be applied directly to your personal desire for healing. This one is already pre-prescribed for wealth and prosperity. And in this, we will be clearing the blocks of abundance, wealth, and prosperity. And this is usually the biggest hurdle because wealth, prosperity, abundance is always already there, right? It is the mind and the consciousness that goes into lack, into a sense of feeling that something is not there, right? And this is often related to fear. Okay? So we may see this in the collective when there are powerful energy shifts occurring. Because what's going on is the ego cannot see the outcome of what this powerful shift is doing. And so it goes into, you could say, a fight or flight in terms of where's my home, where's my money, where's my roof, where's my food, right? And so it goes into a lower consciousness field based on what it appears as a threat to its existence. Okay, so when we go through these energy shifts as a collective, you can see it in the collective as a withdrawing, right? There's a withdrawal, and it's actually a very false necessity, right? It's based on something, a feeling and a sense that's going on inside. Okay, so that's more, those two different, right? One is a root cause, there's something in the family lineage, karmic cycle that is being cleared. And that can be, ancestral. My grandmother's grandmother and grandmother went through the depression, and there's a sense of lack and the fear of that, and the Great Depression. So I mean, and then the other one is it could be more personal, right? So this is more of the karmic line. It could be more personal, meaning that maybe there was a time in your life that you directly lost everything yourself, right? And so that is, you could say, a trauma. Okay, you have that experience in your frequency, and there's a sense of, oh, I never want that to happen again. Right? So you go into a way of trying to prepare and prevent that. But most often, those things are happening because of deeper unconscious patterns, right? That actually need to be cleared, because it doesn't matter then how much you prepare. If the pattern is still there, then the same thing can happen again. And so we want to clear that unconscious behavioral pattern. And the other one is a sense of, I guess it's a similar, trying to control things, right? So that it doesn't happen again. Okay. And in that case, you can actually prevent receiving from happening. Okay. Because there's so much control. You want to get the scenario in a place that feels like you're totally in control of what is happening. Okay. And that's going to just prevent things. You could say it just forms like a blockage to the receiving. You're still disconnecting from the abundance of all that is. Okay. And so that's more of like the personal cycles. And then, like I said, then there's the collective cycles where there are eclipses, energy shifts, seasonal patterns. All of these things can then create a reaction, ideally just a response. And the reaction can be, again, shutting down and a withdrawal, right? And this is, it could be also, if you look at like during the eclipse, people or maybe panicking, things are coming up, things are shifting around. And so they reach out for help, right? And they need assistance because everything's flushing up. Okay. And then afterwards, as that is settling out, there's a sense of instability because so much moved around. Okay. So that instability then can bring in a sense of just look at like the ocean, right? The tide going out and then the tide coming in. Now, oftentimes there can also be the opposite of that, where we've gone through an awakening and we've cleared all of this, you could say the blockages, right? Let's say the eclipse has cleared a behavioral pattern. It had you awaken, and now you're ready to step into this wealth and prosperity. And the tide is coming in, and there's all these opportunities popping up, right? Then the change that needs to happen is being able to receive that and move with it. Okay. And so that's a different type of a shift, right? You have to recognize, okay, we're done with that old pattern, but this is so new. Am I ready to jump on it and go with it? Okay. They say luck is what preparedness and the ability to take action, right? So that is definitely actually what's happening this month, right while we're doing this. So this is the perfect time that we are doing this. Here in the beginning of November, the planetary alignments are such that there is some sort of grand water trine. I'm not an astrologer, right? I feel the energies, but then also I do listen to some astrology, but I do feel the energies shifting into more of you could say like the doors are opening and things are showing up, right? And it's like, okay, what are you going to do with what is showing up? Okay. And oftentimes the things that do show up are from what you were trying to manifest before. Maybe you had a list of things, you're doing your I am statements, you're doing your visualizations, your feelings of a new reality or timeline that you are trying to come into. Okay. And so then it's coming in, but then there can be the panic to receive it or the not even the panic, but just the nervousness as well. So you just have to like hold the line, hold the line, receive, and continue to move forward with the new that is coming in. Okay. So as we do this healing with the Aqualorian Crystalline Light Healing, we'll be clearing all of the blocks and then aligning you with the frequencies of abundance, wealth, and prosperity to feel that and not just feel it, but feel good, comfortable, relaxed, and like you're in a new, positive, peaceful state with that, right? And that way it will just be, okay? So the wealth and prosperity will actually become just a frequency of being, okay? Instead of being even something new or something old, it's just how it is, because that's actually the truth of it, right? The wealth, the prosperity, the abundance doesn't ever really go away. Right? It's just where our mind is at or where it was at that brought us kind of to where we are now. All right. So I think that's pretty much it. So for this one, just allow it to come through. You don't need to think of a special intention. You may receive higher guidance on something to do or something to take action on afterwards. Okay. So I would pay more attention to what comes into your mind and inspirations, things you suddenly feel excited about after doing the transmission. Okay. And this can be used every day if you like. You're going through a tough cycle. Maybe like when you come into contact with somebody who has a lot of fear and is treating you in a way that is expressing that fear, then you can play this to keep yourself in alignment and not go into the fear and the reality that they are creating that is based in lack, right? All right. So the other side of that is gratitude and the knowing that all is always abundant. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you can open your own Akashic Enlightenment for this, and in the replays, you can do that as well. Just helps to increase the field that you're in, and make sure that your spine is straight, arms and legs are uncrossed to allow the energy to flow through. And of course, we'll be working on all levels. Okay, the physical, emotional, mental, karmic, causal, all of it. Toroidal field. And yeah, excited to see how this works for all of you. All right. And so I'll go ahead and open the space and we'll do our 30-minute transmission. And that will be that. Okay. I'll see you on the other side. Okay, space is open. And we will start our session.